Hey there, it's Dave with Flipperforce, and I'm excited to introduce to you our newly revamped Flip Analyzer tool. Now, in case you haven't noticed, for the past month, we've been pushing up a bunch of new updates to our Flip Analyzer tool to improve the process of analyzing your flip deals. So I just want to provide a quick recap of everything that we've been working on and have launched to our new Flip Analyzer tool.
One of the first major changes that we made was now the Flip Analyzer tool is all on one web page. So previously, each step of the flip analysis process was all on a separate web page, so you had to sit there and wait for the page to load each time you navigated to the next step. So now you can just quickly and easily navigate to each step of the analysis process seamlessly without waiting for the page to load. So as you navigate through each step, you'll notice you've got a live highlighter on the right, which highlights your current step that you're in the profit calculation. Now, as you enter values and edit your analysis, your data and profit calculations are now calculated in real time, so that way you can see how each change that you're making is affecting your overall profitability on the project. On our fixed cost step, you'll notice we improved the way our detailed calculation was set up. So we added in a new total column, so now you can see a running total for each line item and then a total overall cost for your buying, holding, and selling costs. And we just generally kind of made it a lot easier to simply add or delete new rows to your itemized lists. We also added default analysis settings. So if you want to save your list of commonly used buying, holding, or selling costs, or save any of your other analysis preferences, you can save those in your default analysis settings area. So those values in those settings will automatically be preloaded for you each time you create a new project. Over on the financing step, we tweaked how our loans are set up. So a common way for hard money lenders to lend on house flip deals is to lend at 70 to 80% of the purchase amount and then 100% of the rehab costs. Now previously, you couldn't set up a loan with multiple LTV percentages under one loan. You had to actually create two loans in order to do that. But now with our new design, you can create purchase and renovation loans where a lender is lending at 70% of the purchase price and then 100% of the rehab costs, all on the same loan. We also added in some advanced loan options so you can truly customize when you'll be paying your lender their points, their monthly interest payments, and set up when you'll receive your loan rehab draws. Now, most lenders, they want to be paid their points up front and be paid monthly interest payments, and then they'll hold back the rehab funds and pay those out as draws as the work is completed. But our new advanced loan options, they give you the flexibility to change those settings if your lender lets you pay the points and interest on the back end when you go to sell the property, or give all of your rehab funds to you up front if they want to. So all of your detailed step-by-step values feed over to our newly revamped results page. So one of the first things you'll notice is we added a new project timeline widget, which shows the planned rehab timeline and your sales timeline for selling your flip, which you can actually just edit directly from the results page. Our newly revamped project returns tab shows you how much profit you're going to make based upon your current analysis values, and compares your calculated profit based upon a known purchase price and compares that to the recommended maximum purchase price that you should offer for the property based upon the desired profit that you want to make on the deal. On this project, if we purchase a property for $150,000, we should be able to make a total net profit of $81,000. But you can see, compared to our recommended maximum purchase price calculation, we could potentially offer up to $178,500 if we only want to make a desired profit of $52,500 on this deal. Now, our project capital tab underwent a major overhaul, and we added in a whole bunch of new data and metrics so that way you can see how much capital, funding, and cash you're going to need throughout the entire project. Our new project capital and cash over time table shows you how much capital you'll need at closing, during the renovation, and during the overall holding period. So for example, on this project, we're going to need $150,000 to purchase a property, and then we'll pay $3,000 in buying costs and another $3,500 in points that we're paying to the lender for a total of $156,500 to be paid at closing. Then, over the course of the 3-month renovation, we're going to spend roughly $23,333 per month, and we'll have about $800 per month in holding costs, plus $1,800 in interest payments paid to the lender for the entire 5-month holding period. Overall, we're going to need about $239,250 in capital to fund all of the project costs on this deal. Our project funding and investor cash over time table shows how much funding we'll be receiving and how much cash we'll have invested in the deal throughout the project. So you can see at closing, we're going to need that $156,500 for our purchase, our buying, and points. And our lender is going to be giving us a loan of 70% of the purchase price for a total loan amount of $105,000. So we're going to actually need $51,500 in cash at closing to pay the down payment and then pay the buying costs and the points up front at closing. During the renovation, our lender will be reimbursing us for the rehab costs as the work is completed, so net-net, the only real cost that we'll have to pay out of pocket is the $2,500 in holding costs and interest payments that we'll have to make each month during the holding period. But overall, by the end of the project in month 5, we'll have about $64,250 in cash invested into this deal. Our new investor cash outlay and cash position chart at the bottom helps you visualize how much cash you'll have invested in the deal throughout the project until you get the property sold and get your big payday. Finally, the last addition to the Flip Analyzer was our new estimate tab, which shows you a breakdown of your estimated costs for each category from the detailed repair estimator tool. So we hope you enjoy our new improvements to the Flip Analyzer tool, which we believe makes the analyzer easier to use and adds in some powerful new features that will really help you improve your house flip analysis. So now that we have our Flip Analyzer revamped, we're taking on our next challenge of building our new rental and BRRRR calculator tools. So I'm really excited about our new BRRRR calculator. It's been a long time in the making, and I really believe that once we get that puppy launched, it's going to be a total game changer for those of you that are buying, rehabbing, and renting out your properties long term. So as always, if you have any questions or feedback, let us know.